Lala Kent to join Southern Charm in the future seasons? The Bravo universe has always thrived on crossover speculation, and fans are buzzing once again after whispers began circulating that Vanderpump Rules star Lala Kent might find herself transitioning into the Charleston-based world of Southern Charm. What once seemed like a wild rumor is now becoming a conversation point across fan circles, with many questioning if Lala could indeed make the move to another Bravo hit. For nearly a decade, Southern Charm has followed the drama, friendships, and often complicated romantic lives of Charleston socialites, combining Southern tradition with reality TV's signature chaos. On the other hand, Vanderpump Rules has showcased the messy, fast-paced world of West Hollywood, centering around Lisa Vanderpump's restaurant empire and the bartenders and servers chasing fame, fortune, and stability in the midst of scandal. Lala Kent, one of the show's breakout figures, has made waves since her arrival, and her name has become synonymous with bold commentary, high glam style, and storylines that pull no punches. Now, the possibility of her stepping into the Charleston scene is raising both excitement and skepticism. Would she fit into the Southern lifestyle? How would she interact with the likes of Shep Rose, Austin Kroll, Madison LaCroix, or Craig Conover? Could Bravo be preparing fans for another major reality TV shakeup? Lala's journey in the Bravo world. To understand why the idea of Lala Kent joining Southern Charm is captivating audiences, it's important to revisit her trajectory on Vanderpump Rules. When Lala first appeared, she was the mysterious hostess with a glamorous aura and a quick wit. She ruffled feathers instantly, standing out from the rest of the cast who were already tangled in long-term friendships and messy romances. Over time, Lala evolved from being perceived as the outsider to becoming one of the most outspoken voices on the series. She transformed her image from a controversial new addition to a central figure whose opinions and personal life continuously fueled storylines. Her entrepreneurial spirit, single mom journey, and ability to openly address personal struggles resonated with many viewers. But more than that, her unapologetic way of confronting conflict made her an undeniable reality TV presence. That quality, her willingness to bring fire to any room, may be exactly what makes the idea of her on Southern Charm so tantalizing. Why Southern Charm needs fresh energy? While Southern Charm remains a fan favorite, it has undergone its fair share of cast shakeups over the years. Original stars have departed, new faces have been introduced, and the show has adapted to changing dynamics both on-screen and off. In its most recent seasons, audiences have noticed a shift in tone. The once easy blend of Southern tradition and personal scandal has leaned more heavily into interpersonal feuds and romantic entanglements. Some fans argue that the series could benefit from an injection of new life, particularly from someone who isn't afraid to push buttons or disrupt the delicate balance of Charleston society. Lala Kent fits that bill perfectly. Her personality contrasts with the more genteel, Southern-rooted cast, potentially sparking fresh confrontations and alliances. The Southern Charm cast thrives on strong personalities. Whether it's Craig's stubborn independence, Austin's boyish charm, or Madison's unapologetic candor, the show is built around people who aren't afraid to say what they're thinking. Lala's presence could amplify this formula. Imagine her stepping into a dinner party dispute or questioning the double standards that often surface among the cast's romantic storylines. It's not difficult to see how she could shake things up. The Bravo crossover effect. Reality TV thrives on crossovers, and Bravo has been particularly effective at building its stars across multiple shows. Viewers have already seen this in action. Personalities from Real Housewives franchises appear in cross-promotional events, Summer House cast members crossover with Southern Charm, and even Vanderpump Rules stars have made cameos elsewhere. By moving Lala into Southern Charm, Bravo could be tapping into an established formula that reinvigorates both shows. Not only would her existing fanbase follow her to Charleston, but the inevitable interactions between her and the cast could create social media moments that extend beyond the show itself. The blending of different Bravo worlds generates buzz, and networks are aware of how these dynamics attract viewers who might not otherwise tune in. Furthermore, crossovers often highlight the versatility of reality stars. They show how well personalities can adapt to new environments, which often tests their resilience and broadens their appeal. For Lala, this could represent an opportunity to step out of the Los Angeles bubble and prove that her sharp wit and bold demeanor can thrive in a completely different cultural landscape. How Lala would fit into Charleston. One of the most interesting aspects of this speculation is imagining how Lala Kent would actually mesh with the existing Southern Charm cast. Charleston's world is heavily steeped in tradition, with storylines often revolving around heritage, family names, and Southern social customs. Lala, however, represents a more modern, Hollywood-centric lifestyle. The contrast could be the perfect recipe for drama. Would she clash with someone like Shep Rose, whose laid-back charm often borders on dismissive arrogance? Would she bond with Madison LaCroix, another strong-willed woman who refuses to be overshadowed by the men around her? Perhaps she could even connect with Craig Conover, whose entrepreneurial ambitions align with Lala's business-savvy personality. There's also the potential for friction. Austin Kroll's history of messy relationships could be a trigger for Lala's blunt criticism, while Catherine Dennis's turbulent presence on the show might lead to either a strong alliance or explosive conflict. Lala's ability to call out behavior without hesitation means no cast member would be safe from her sharp commentary. Storylines that could unfold. If Lala Kent were to join Southern Charm, the possibilities for storylines are endless. Some potential scenarios fans could envision include business ventures in Charleston. Lala could explore expanding her beauty or lifestyle brand into the Southern market, giving the show a mix of glamour and entrepreneurial hustle. Clashing lifestyles, her Hollywood sensibilities might be at odds with Charleston's traditionalist values, sparking debates about culture, identity, and modern relationships. Romantic speculation. Given the show's history of intertwining romance with drama, any hint of Lala connecting with a cast member would immediately fuel fan theories and cast tensions. Mom life versus party life. As a single mom, Lala might present a different perspective on responsibility, clashing with cast members who continue to prioritize nightlife and partying. Female alliances. Lala could either team up with strong female cast members like Madison or find herself in opposition to them, depending on the dynamics. The beauty of reality television lies in its unpredictability, and Lala's entrance into Charleston's tight-knit group would guarantee fresh storylines that keep audiences hooked.